another thing. Tells you we need. I don't know what exactly that thing is. It's sort of like kinetic pulse thing. I don't know. You see what it does. It's a bit odd to explain. It just does a sort of telekinesis thing. I don't know. Okay, there's a point of interest down there, but I don't know if we can actually get it. But I might as well try, because I think I remember actually being able to get it. Okay, these things. I hate these things. So now we're underwater. These currents, our shots are being slowed down, as you can see. And there's sort of like fish things. And there's also this sort of like algae and other, well, life underwater. Okay, actually, we need more stuff. Put it on the map, and then we can remember for later. So we actually, I think we might be able to get back here. Because I'm not quite sure how you get back. Or you get back like that. Okay, we're gonna get this item later. You'll see. Oh, these things, they're the fucking devil. You can't hurt them or anything, and if you get too close to them, they damage you, and if you shoot them, they throw this sort of smoke off, which also damages you. So that's just a big thing of stuff that damages you, and you can't do anything about it. Okay. For this part, we need to sort of like get through this without getting hit by these spikes. And the important part about this is we need to get the right exits, but I can't remember where the right exits are, so I'm just gonna freestyle this. Okay, nothing important yet. Maybe something is coming up. This one. So where do we go? I think we go... Can I get that item? Oh, I think I can, but... I'm gonna get it next time, maybe. Let's go up here first. Oh, that was the right way. Whatever. Guess we're not gonna get it this time. The whole sort of water current thing, there's not a whole lot of stuff to it. You just did what I did. You just hold on to these things, onto these little poles when they come up, and then you sort of swing around and get the right place. Get to the right place before going in again. Actually, it's not the right way. Whatever. Actually, it might be. I don't know. And that's all you do. Okay, so it's not the right way after all. Whatever. And then if you miss a gate, you can just sort of like go around. The entire thing is one big circle, and it has multiple small circles within it. So you can just keep circling around and just try and find the right exits. Okay, I guess we're taking another round. Whoa, careful with these currents; they can easily throw you into stuff. Okay, this way I'm gonna go over here. And like I said, just hold your claw down, like, hear that? Clamp it down, and then just run around. And as soon as you can grab onto something, it'll just automatically grab you onto it. So you don't have to time anything, you just keep it pressed. Okay, for this one, also very self-explanatory. Very, like, as soon as you come into this room, the solution is already very easy to see. You just put bubbles there, it goes up. Woohoo. It also helps that one of the bubbles does the thing by itself. Like, you see this bubble going up, as you saw it, and go into this thing and like sort of like try it like almost lifts it, but it can't because it's only one bubble and it's not strong enough, so you just take the other two and that's it. A lot of the puzzles in this game are like this, that like sort of like explains itself. Okay, actually I don't know where to go right here. Okay, this is back at the start. Okay, I think I want to go down there. Okay. Also, this is sort of like, this is also sort of like maze with all these rings that are connected to each other, and you just keep going through it and explore multiple paths until you find which paths are good and which paths aren't. Okay, I think this time I definitely want to go down here. Also, you see these little ones on the side, these yellow ones? They're sort of like traffic lights. They show you ahead of time that something is gonna happen. Like, as soon as you see the first little bit of yellow, you know that right down there, there's gonna be something important to hang on to. And I still missed it, because this one is actually really hard to hit. And it might need multiple ways to get around. There's also one coming up right here. This one is a lot simpler, because the currents aren't that strong, like back there. So it's a lot easier to actually get around there. Okay, we should be getting to where I wanted to go. I think. Oh, that was bad. I don't actually know if I took damage. Okay, we're gonna need a ton of stuff for these. Come on, one more. Oh, that thing just popped. Careful with these. I can't do anything about these right now. Okay, that did it. Let's go in here. If it doesn't show as a point of interest on the map, like over here, then it's probably a goodie that doesn't upgrade your ship, but more like gives you some fan art or something. Other bonus things. What I'm interested in right now is the upgrades to the ship. If you want to see all the fan art, all the little videos, the game is very cheap. Because it's a small little indie game, so you can buy it yourself and find out. Okay, sorry, I just restarted the video there. So what's coming up should be, yep, another weird thing. This one is actually rather interesting. No, I couldn't switch in time. Did I still do damage? I don't know. Okay, basically we need to get this thing to inhale spikes. Okay, so first we shoot these things, or get close to them, and then they shoot spikes. Now we switch to hook, try and hold on to something, and hope that it actually hits. This is actually rather hard, because you don't have a whole lot of health, even if you try and grab other health upgrades. And you need to also avoid spikes while doing all of this. That's a bit harder because there's actually other stuff in the way, but it gets sucked in earlier, so that's good. Oh, what the fuck? Where did that spike come from? Okay. There's also other stuff now, but you can also destroy it if you want to. Also, one thing to note is on these tentacles you can only actually grab onto the red parts. Which is a bit odd because on the other parts before this, where you can grab onto stuff, you could always grab onto the entire thing. I don't know why they changed it just for this, but it's okay, I guess, as it would be too easy. For all that done is finally 10 Reaper rewards. It looks really weird, but it's actually really cool. It's missiles, guided missiles. And they're really cool actually. They're one of the most powerful weapons in the game if you can actually hit stuff with it. And you can do these sort of mini games. You shoot into these holes and then it's like the game slows down and zooms in, and you can control your missile like this. This entire area, it's really cool. But you can also just control the missile like this, but it times out at some point and it's a lot faster, obviously. Okay. This is just an artifact. I don't want to get this right now because I don't want to trigger a video which triggers I have 3 artifacts. I don't want to die because I didn't get to a checkpoint. I don't actually know if this will count, because I killed the boss, but there was no checkpoint after the boss, and I don't actually know if that will make me do the boss again. Okay, so something you need to find out about this. These things, if they're in the air, like out of water, they're gonna grow, and if they grow too far, they will explode, which is bad, because, well, it hurts you, and secondly, you need them for something. So, you need to keep them in water as long as possible, and then quickly get them through the air into the next bit of water. And what we need to do with them is we need to plug these holes. Plugging these holes will cause the water level to rise. And if the water level rises far enough, this little thing right here will be underwater, and as soon as this thing is underwater, it activates a switch. And that's how you keep going. I don't want nothing to do with these. Okay, checkpoint. This whole area is one big puzzle, but it's actually a really nice puzzle. You just keep on using your missiles, you blow stuff up. blow stuff up, whatever. You use these things that you need to keep in water to plug more holes, and you unplug holes, and basically it's a water puzzle. It's actually a really fun water puzzle, unlike some other games. Oh, and I know what you're all thinking, going like, oh, the Zelda water stuff is always so hard, like the water temple, man. How do you even beat the water temple? It's so hard. Water temple was one of the easiest temples in the entire game. I don't understand how everyone thinks that the Ocarina of Time water temple is hard. None of the water temples I can think of right now are hard, with one exception being Lord Jabu Jabu in... was it Oracles? I don't know, there was one Lord Jabu Jabu where you had 4 water levels. Yes, 4. And the thing is, unlike in Ocarina of Time, where it was rather simply just go, okay, first water level, get all stuff down there. Once you have all stuff, or you think you have all stuff, you go to the next water level, then get the next stuff there, and then you just keep on working yourself up. And that's a really easy way to do all this, but in, I don't know if it's Season 8 is one of these two, the Lord Jabu Jabu there, you just have to repeatedly switch between the water levels, do some weird stuff which you don't even know, and just hope that you didn't miss stuff, and if you did, you have to go through the entire thing again to switch the water levels to another water level again. And you really do need a guide for that, because it's really ridiculous. The guide, go 3, then go to these 2 rooms and do that, then go 4, go to these fucking rooms and do that, and it just never ends. And you need like 20 switches or something to get all this shit going. And in Ocarina of Time you need like 3 switches, and that's all you ever need to beat the entire temple. And it's really easy, because you can just go like 1, 2, 3, temple done. Whatever. Okay, I'm ranting too much. But a whole lot of stuff is actually happening here. So, we've just done the same thing right now. We just took these guys, plugged stuff up, water level rises, cool. But there's now water in this room, and what we actually have to do is we have to go back up there and get rid of the other 2, of the other 3 up there. Because they keep plugging up these holes, and we actually need the water down there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go up here and let these ones die. That's the safest one, to make sure that they don't come back. As if they, like, die. So then you know for a fact they're not coming back. Also, it seems I actually missed an item. Because I was supposed to get a sort of shield way earlier after, like, the second boss. But I somehow didn't get it, which is odd, because in all of my playthroughs I actually got them. But somehow not in this one, because I don't know what I did. I don't remember the path I actually took. Okay, we have up to activate all the switches. That was very simple. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Now it's time for this fucking area. I hate this area. Okay, so this area, you have to do 3 pipes, and you have to get explodey things into all 3 pipes. But the explodey things are all the way on the right, and there's all these shooters in the way. So here we go, pick up an explodey thing, and now we need to get that thing to the entire other side of this thing. All the while, these shooters keep attacking us. And the shooters can also accidentally destroy this thing, which is super good. And now almost dead. 2 hits left. I think this is actually easier to use, yeah. But at least the one good thing is, each time you do it, you get the ceiling stuff. And second is, each time you do it, the water level rises a bit, which makes it easier to actually keep those exploding bits in control. Already now, it's very easy already now, because the water is all the way over here. We don't have to drop it ever. Oh yeah, oh, I almost held it into that. That would have been really bad. I think it's better to take a hit than have that thing be destroyed. Like, sure, you can always get another one, but it takes so long. And you will probably take more damage on the way. So just take the hit, get it done, and then take the health after you took the hit. If you do it like this, you see, even though I take hits multiple times every time I transport one of these things, it's okay, because there's still enough health left to keep my health up. I don't have to worry about a thing. It's still nice if I can not take some damage, but it just takes too long. So as you've probably noticed, there's a sort of invincibility frame, where if you've taken damage, you cannot take damage again for a short while. It's not very long, but it's long enough to not take damage from multiple of these spikes at once. Okay, here we go.